What's up, everyone? Today I'm going to talk about why a personal brand is going to help grow your income in 2024. And there's a lot of things that can help you earn more income, but this is one guaranteed way because you're investing in yourself. Like you're not investing in something else that could go to zero or could go up 100,000 times. The thing is that you're investing in yourself. Now, this is the important part because building a personal brand and going forward, because think about this, like social media is going to be around for many more years. That's just how it is. It's going to be around. So I think at this point, there's the main platforms, which is like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. You got your LinkedIn. There's very few social media networks where there's a lot of eyeballs on it. So doing this one thing will help grow your income in 2024, and that thing is building a personal brand. And the reason why you want to do this is because you're investing in yourself. And the one reason why this will work is because you are completely in control of it. Now, there's other things that you cannot control. Like if you have a job, you might get fired, or if you have a car, it might break down. This is the one thing that you can control because it is you. You are personally responsible for yourself. So growing a personal brand in 2024 is one way to be able to increase and grow your income. And I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it on this live, but I want to show you. I want to share with you that these are the things that will happen when you build a personal brand, especially going forward with everything that's coming up. Like we're getting more internet connectivity in 2024. More people are coming to the valley, so growing your influence is imperative. So these are the things that it will help you do. Like it's going to help you open doors and create opportunities. This is one of the things that creating a personal brand will do. It's going to also help increase your influence. Like if I talk about more finance stuff than most finance people on social media. Like I talk about certain investments and stuff like that, and I don't even hear other people that are in the financial sector ever talk about that stuff. Like there's opportunities for people to grow right now and put your stake in the ground and say, I am the person that you go to when you need this information. Like this is the opportunity that's here in the Rio Grande Valley. And there's like a handful of people that are actually doing it. And then there's a handful of people that are actually doing it consistently. So think about that. Like there's a wide open space for so much for you to take market share. So this is what's going to happen is building a personal brand is going to help you. It's going to help you create opportunities. It's going to help you increase your influence. It's going to allow you to have diverse income streams. Now, the reason why this is important is because when you build up a big enough personal brand, well, now you have your business, right? And then you can teach classes and you can keep on going niche and niche and niche and create ways to be able to monetize your skills. Like this is important because you got to realize that your skills is what's valuable. Like all the accumulative time, say you've been in this industry for 10 years. Well, if you can condense that into a 4-hour workshop, if you can condense that into a weekend long workshop, if you can condense it into a 4-day workshop, like those things become valuable. And the cool thing about that is that they're high ticket. So people wouldn't mind paying 200, 500, 1,000, 1,500, $3,000 to be able to extract all that knowledge that you've had over the past 10 years, 5 years. And yes, what's up, dude? Yes, you're absolutely talking about skill stacking. Skill stacking is one of the most important things to do, especially when you're investing in yourself. And the reason why is because you want to be able to find relevant skills that complement your main skill. So for me, it's digital marketing. My goal is to be able to make as much money as humanly possible on the internet. That's been my goal since the beginning. In 2015, when I started this, I wanted to be able to make as much money as humanly possible with the internet. And some of the things that I've been going along with are a prelude to that. Like obviously I'm investing in certain cryptocurrencies that are in the digital world, so I dive a lot into that. So I digress. Going back to building a personal brand, you're able to share your personal message. So if you're good at speaking in front of people, if you're good at conveying your message across, uh, you get to share your message, and you get to build trust and reliability, and you also build a network and support from people that do want to support you. Because if you show up every single day giving value and giving information, well, then that becomes valuable for certain people. And then when they start applying it and they start getting the results from it, then you become even more credible. So, like, yeah, I did what he said and it actually worked. So that's how you have to think about these things. Is you just can't post one piece of content and hope somebody stumbles upon it, and then they take your advice and then they go with it. Like, they have to have a lot of external inputs in external inputs coming in. That way they can make decisions based off of their education. So what happens is it's a long-term investment. When you're creating a personal brand, it's a long-term investment because you got to show up every day. You got to stay consistent, and you got to always be at your A game. Like, the thing is, most people won't do this, and that's good news for you, because most people will not come out on live videos. They will not push consistent content. They just won't. Like, it gets tiresome. Like, it's a whole nother thing doing social media consistently, because on top of your full-time job, well, now you got another full-time job, which is social media. So okay, great, Josh. You told me the benefits of having a personal brand in 2024, but how do you do it? Like, how do you actually build a personal brand? And this is exactly how you do it. So first of all, you need to assess yourself, right? So this is one of the hardest things that most people will not do, is they won't look at themselves in the mirror and figure out, what am I good at? And for most people, they can't get past themselves, and they can't see the skills that they've accumulated over time. So, for example, let me go let's start with the guitar. So you've been playing guitar for many years, and you've seen this during COVID. Like, a lot of people started creating online classes, and they started doing guitar classes. Like, that's a way to increase your income. Like, you do it digitally through the digital world, and chances are you do it for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and that's one session. Now stack those up throughout the day and get more people in. And this is an opportunity to be able to increase your income. So you have to self-assess yourself. What are your skills? What do you want to focus on? What are you good at? So understand that first. And then define your brand identity. Like, who do you want you to be? Like, who do you want when you post your stuff? How do you want people to see you? Like, that's important. So staying consistent. Like, I wear t-shirts now. Like, I want to show up every single day, not distracted with some flashy clothes. And this is very easy, because, like, I just throw on a t-shirt and I'm giving you value. I'm giving you value from all the things that I've learned since 2015. And this is super valuable. So you get to define your brand identity. Another thing on how to build a personal brand is you have to continuously learn. Like, you can't just hope that your skills in 2020 are going to be able to translate into 2023, because the landscape of, especially with social media, is always growing. And especially in every single industry, everything changes so fast. And you have to stay continuously learning. You have to create content. Sorry, guys, you're going to have to create content as much as humanly possible to be able to set a foundation. That way, when people see your stuff, they go back onto your pages and they get to learn a little bit more about you, who you are. Because at the end of the day, people like to work with people they know, like, and trust. That's just how it is. But they also must be competent. So when you create consistent content, you're able to show that you're competent. Another way is to engage on social media. Like, people talk about using social media all the time, but they're not social. So people will, like, send a message, or they'll never respond, or they'll put a post and a comment and they'll never respond. Stay engaging with your social media. Another way is to network. Like, guys, this is going to take a lot of work to build a social media personal brand. That's just how it is. And that's the reason why most people don't have a personal brand, is because it takes so much fucking work. Like, it sucks going in here every single day trying to figure out what I'm going to talk about. But the more you do it, the better you get at it. And it just becomes a less of a task and part of your to-do list, because you got to realize that you're busy. Like, every single business owner out there is busy. So if you put it on a chart and you list it, and then this is the things that you have to get to today, then it just becomes a smaller task on a bigger task of things, but you get to check it off. Like the power of lists and checking off lists is very powerful because most people don't make lists regardless. So, okay, going back, you're engaging on social media, you got a network. Then your personal branding online, like you show up every day, people get to see your face, they get to see how you speak, they get to see your mannerisms, they get to see if you're credible and if they actually do want to listen to you. Because if they don't, then they'll just tune off and go away, and then they'll find the next person or they'll find something else that's interesting. But my goal is to be able to help business owners grow in 2024 with a number of tactics. So everything that I do is considered skills that are within my main skill set. So you got to think about that, right? So how do you build a personal brand? Oh, you first have to self-assess yourself. Like, what are you good at? What are you really good at that you can give knowledge and give these little golden nuggets? You don't have to share everything, right? Because you got to make sure that if people do want to work with you, then you have all the good stuff that you can push out when it's available. So you have to self-assess yourself. Define your brand identity. Like, who do you want people to see you as? Like, when you come on social media, what is their perception? Like, what do you want them to have a perception of you? That I feel that's part of your brand identity. You always have to continuously be learning, and you have to create a ton of content, like over and over and over again. And you engage on social media. You can network online. You can go to networking events. Your personal brand online specifically. Like, if you want, I know for example, right here in the Rio Grande Valley, all your customers are on Facebook and Instagram. Like, there's no need to jump on a TikTok to mess with more people that most likely aren't even in the area. So if you have a business, you want direct focus right here in the Rio Grande Valley. So your people, I guarantee you, if you're a business in the Rio Grande Valley, your customers are on Facebook and Instagram. And then another one is be consistent and authentic. Like, I don't come on here polished up every day. I'm not reading a script. The thing is that with social media is like authenticity sells, because I'm going to mess up sometimes. I might fumble on a few words, but at the end of the day, I'm getting my message out. And for the person that is a perfectionist, they're not going to get their message out because they're going to second guess their posts, and they're not going to push out the content that can help them build. Remember, you're just building foundation, because at this point, there's the least amount of people that are going to see your stuff. And in the next year, more people are going to see your stuff. So think about that. And then also, of course, you have to monitor and measure. Like, I see every day that somebody's messaging me on the outside of these lives, and they're asking for business information. Like, that's a good indicator. If it's one person, 10 people, 100 people eventually. Like, think about that. You have to monitor, is it worth me going live every single day for 15 to 20 minutes and then getting one lead per day that may or may not close? It's worth it to me, because I'm going to grow my business in 2024, because if I close one a month, I got 12 new clients. Like, think about the long term. This is the important part, because these lives for 15 to 20 minutes, and I'm doing research and I'm putting it together, it has a better beneficial outputs for me in the long term. So think about that. You need to have a flow of leads coming in. You need to have a flow of eyeballs seeing your content, and then eventually down the line, maybe 1% will see it and actually take an action. So this is what's important about it, because it's volume. You need as much volume as humanly possible. That way, when they come down and become that one lead, you may not close it. They might just be asking for information. But the point is, you're having that interaction. And most businesses never have that interaction. So you're already way ahead of everyone else. So that's all I got for today, guys. This is how to build a personal brand in 2024. And go back if you're just jumping in now to see the benefits of having a personal brand. And I guarantee you that if you build a personal brand going forward, it's going to only increase your income. Like, it's going to happen, but you have to put in the work. And that's all I got for today, guys. I'll see y'all later. Absolutely. See y'all. Of course. See y'all soon.